All right, let
Excellent.
me know when it's live.
We are live.
All right. It's so good to be back with all of y'all. This is the third season of A Lost Cause, episode 2, called Homecoming. I will give a recap of the game because it has been a hot minute express since we have all gamed together. So, last session saw all of your characters arrive to the Northern Water Tribe. Upon arrival, you were greeted by the chief of the Water Tribe, who is actually the uncle of Avari. The
Mm,
chief's name is Yamak, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, Avari.
I think so.
Um,
Mhm.
we had a couple different pronunciations when we were doing the original game, so wanted to just double check. He received you all, and then Avari got a very cold greeting from her mother. And y'all eventually went to go get some tea inside of the small palace that Avari calls home. And unfortunately, both Tarim and Kiki got poisoned quite badly, actually. There we saw, I believe it was Asiya use fire bending to kind of drive out the poison from Kiki, and
Mhm.
Avari use what she does not yet know, but is in fact blood bending to literally rip out the poison from Tareem. She also had to undo Tareem's face coverings as well, which he was incensed about. Uh, Following that, Karru then tracked down the server of the tea, and then I remember this succinctly. He ended up doing over, or having the potential to do over 38 points of damage with his ice blocks.
Yeah.
So he definitely got knocked out. However, because the Northern Water Tribe member saw a Southern Water Tribe member attacking one of their own, they were both imprisoned. They
Mhm.
Then there was a time skip. They eventually were brought forth in front of the Grand Hall within the Northern Water Tribe, in front of both the chief as well as members of the Water Tribe in general. And there was a brief interrogation or attempted interrogation of the server, who, as of yet, has not actually listened to the recording, has not yet been named. So I'm going to say his name is uh, Chunnel, like funnel, but Chunnel.
Okay.
Um, just so we have a name associated with him, and with it, there was a moment of great fear and anger as Asiya revealed themselves as a firebender towards the end of the
Mhm.
episode.
Oh
However,
shit, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yep. Yep. That
yep.
was the whole thing.
However, they were able to talk themselves out of getting into trouble. And then, as part of the final scenes with interrogation, even though Chunnel refused to give up any information about who employed him to poison the various party members, both of his eyes gazed towards Avari's two older brothers,
Hmm.
Hayo and Tana. And that is where we ended the session.
You said
Does anyone?
Avari's two older brothers?
I
Correct.
have twin brothers. Yeah.
Yes,
Io
twin
and
brother.
Tana.
Yes.
Mhm.
And we do
Who
like them or we don't like them. I forget.
Avari, I'll let you take the lead on this one.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question.
I said we do like them or we don't like them. I can't remember.
They're fine. I mean, they're older brothers.
Yeah, heard.
Yeah.
We get some spellings in the
So
chat.
Yeah, sure.
they,
So let me go ahead and put in
I'm
the
just gonna
chat.
copy paste it over. Give me a minute,
Okay, perfect.
because I have the doc open. So
Uh,
they are technically
you.
like antagonistic, but they're only antagonistic in that way that like an older brother fucks
Yeah,
with
yeah.
you. Yeah.
just so we are aware,
Uh-huh.
Kaye and Haru's images are broken because they're old Discord
Yeah,
images.
they're old Discord posts. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
say the same.
I'm not gonna fix it unless you want me to fix it. I'll fix
I
it.
want
Fine, I'll
to.
fix
I,
it.
well, no, it's only broken on the RPG sessions. It's not broken
Yeah, I
like
know.
you still have your image on the Discord.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Also, I just realized we have story points.
We do have story points.
3-3.
So it looks like from last session we had a total of 3 and 3.
Sounds
So-
right.
Are our wound and strain thresholds the same as they were?
I'm gonna say your wound and strain thresholds will go back down to, or not threshold, but the amount goes back down to 0 because there was that time
Can you hear
skip.
me?
Okay, well then I'll
Sorry.
take away my 3 strain.
It's
I'm
not
sorry.
like
What was the time skip? I my audio cut out.
It's
What would
been
what
like
did
a
you
day
say?
or two.
yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
do I heal some wounds or no?
Yeah, you would heal
Yep,
one
you
wound
heal
per
all your
day.
wounds, you remove your strain, and then also it looks like you have a setback die associated with your character right now. You can remove that setback die.
I think that was from the poison that we healed.
Yeah.
You're in Kiki. You're in the Northern Water Tribe. Like, even though there's healers all around.
There's
you. You're gonna
healers,
heal
yeah.
those 3 wounds.
So
Hello.
I'm wiped clean.
Yeah, we're all wiped clean.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're all
cool.
white cleaned as it were.
Oh,
Imagine
burn.
being missing wounds.
be quiet.
Couldn't be us, Karru. Couldn't be us.
Yes. Couldn't be the firebender who is quite literally in the viper's nest.
Oh yes. So with that, I'll kind of leave it up. Ooh, let me bring up RPG sessions again. I'll leave it up to you all. We ended the session with Chunnel, and I will type in their name inside of the chat just so that way you all can have the official
Are my
name.
brothers there to be accused?
Yes, so they are standing next to Avari's father, whose name is Rook.
Ruick.
Rook, who is also the general of the Northern Water Tribe. So they are standing kind of by his side, along with Avari's mother. And then also in the crowd, this is Avari's first time seeing them in quite some time, is Avari's betrothed.
I don't think I've ever seen someone like that.
The betrothed.
Because if I remember correctly, Jenny, we had talked about, I know according to the sheet, it's Ranuk, if I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Yes. But she doesn't know him.
Correct. Doesn't know him
Yeah.
yet. So has not yet met him or anything else like that. Avari's other family members, so her Aunt Bine, or Aunt Bine, sorry, is also there as well. And then Avari's cousin Vone is also there. So Avari's family is there in force, certainly. And everyone's eyes are kind of darting between Chunnel, the server, because they all can see that he's looking directly at Avari's brothers right now. So everyone's just kind of going like, oh, what's going on here?
So I know that my brothers are the ones that poisoned my friends?
So there's
Is that what you're telling me? Do I know? Because
I think there is a high likelihood that one of them is responsible for
or at least involved in some way, shape, or form.
maybe
why did I make such a peaceful character?
because you had other people to be violent for you.
I do. Okay, cool. And I'm not gonna bloodbend against my brothers. I'm gonna get in trouble if I do that.
But I just had a brilliant idea. If
Yeah.
but basically there's you know how waterbenders are the most powerful at the full moon?
Yep.
The idea is if actually I think Ozzy would be the only one that could do this. So is basically to challenge them to a duel at the full moon to beat them at their most powerful.
Do it.
Oh, I like that. That's
Let me do it. I'll win.
So
Yes,
since I don't have any
win.
yeah.
But you're a waterbender, so it'll be at even fighting power. I'm a firebender. I will be at every disadvantage possible. Kiki wouldn't be able to do it because there's no goddamn rocks around here.
There is the Oasis, although they would prefer there not to be a full-out brawl at the Spirit Oasis. I will say that.
Yeah, that's what I imagined.
One for another 50 years. Come on.
You know, maybe that's where the timeline veers off, is we accidentally kill the fish.
Oh no.
Oh, kill the moon. Oh no.
So are we all at this? We're like standing before the chief and the council.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
for
we're basically at court.
yeah, basically at court. Also for context here, Karru is in chains. I listened to the session last time, and I did say he was in chains when he was brought out. He likely won't stay in chains, depending on the actions that you all take next.
I'm going to take my shoe off and throw it at one of my brothers. I don't care which one.
Why is Karru in chains?
Because-
I attacked the poisoner.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
But from the Northern Water
yeah.
Tribe member's perspective, it just looked like he was attacking, like randomly attacking another Northern Water Tribe member. So then they took them both in custody until they could figure out who was ultimately responsible.
And now we're here.
Can I make a coordination check to see if I can actually hit one of my brothers with a shoe?
You absolutely can. Let's get some dice rolling again.
Sounds like a ranged combat check.
Yeah,
to me.
that's what I'm saying.
What do you want me to roll?
Let's go ahead. Ooh, I clicked on the wrong thing.
So I have 2 green in coordination. It's not very good, which is why I think it would be funny.
It's probably more of a ranged combat check than it is a coordination check.
Okay, I have 2 green in that too. That's fine. How many purple you want?
Let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna say that they are unaware, or at least not expecting, you to do such an attack. So what will happen is you're gonna gain a boost die to this, and you are located near your family, so it's an easy attack with 1 purple.
Okay.
And it won't do any damage if you hit. It'll just.
I don't care. I just want to piss him off. Then, okay, since I have 4 successes and an advantage, I want it to hit one and then bounce and hit the other.
I am A-okay with that.
That is the most
And
anime shoe we've ever seen.
Into a tirade of words that I learned on my travels.
And for some reason, I don't know why. Sorry, my RPG sessions is not reflecting what you just did. Let me.
You might just have to refresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
I screenshot it into chat. Hang on.
Yeah.
No, I totally believe.
Yeah.
Too late. Yeah, no, and I'm just going to start every curse word that I have picked up by being outside of the Northern Water Tribe. I am just going to. Yeah.
Asiya is gonna let the shoe happen. The moment the curse words start coming up, she's gonna immediately jog over to Avari and like restrain her and put a hand over her mouth.
Yeah, get him.
Nope.
Hold me back, Asiya. Hold me back.
There are better ways to deal with this situation. And more violent ones.
So with that, just the reaction that happens. So the crowd kind of looks shocked at Avari's kind of breaking of decorum by taking off their shoe and throwing it at one of their brothers. You can see Avari's mother in particular kind of look down, and Avari, you're close enough to hear your mother say, "Oh, the shame," as you let off a litany of various words that you have learned, or Avari has learned from all of their travels.
It's probably
the brothers look. Oh, sorry.
I was going to say it's probably mostly from Kiki and Asiya. Let's be honest. Actually, Tarim.
I think she learned a lot from Tarim, where he thought that she wasn't listening.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like we played this
like
on
baby's gone to bed.
You're an earthbender. Who else we're gonna blame it on?
Fine.
So, but both brothers look shocked, and I'm going to have everyone go ahead and roll me a vigilance check. It's an average difficulty, so 2 purple.
All right.
Vigilance.
You said everybody's rolling
2
this?
purple.
Yeah, everyone gets to go ahead and roll this.
Wait.
You know, speaking of rolling checks, I just saw the FFG narrative system being used in a YouTube short, and they did it completely fucking wrong.
Of
Oh,
course.
really?
I don't see anything, but I have a threat.
Okay, and then
Vigilance
looks
two
like
purple.
Fuck!
Kiki and Karru both succeeded. Then just wait for Tarim. Tarim succeeded as well. Okay, so for the folks that Avari, I'm going to say, with that one threat, you're going to suffer a setback die on your next vigilance check. Because you can just hear everyone kind of people are starting to kind of shout over you, so you're just kind of losing concentration.
Yeah, Ozzy is a bit focused
Um,
on keeping Avari from cursing more, which is why I failed.
Right, exactly. And
Let
then
me have 'em.
for Tareem and Haru and Kiki, you all succeeded. So you can notice that they look shocked, not so much about the throwing of the shoe. They just take a look at each other, and then you can see them mouth something to each other. And it looks like they're conspirators, more so than it looks like they're shocked that the shoe is thrown. So they're saying something about the situation that's happening in front of them. Asiya, what would you like to do? I know you didn't succeed, but you got 4 advantage. So what would you like to do with all those advantage?
God.
Sit Avari the fuck down.
I mean, I think the biggest thing is I am, because I did describe the reason I failed is I'm focusing mostly on Avari, is basically ooh, I know. Azia, basically, as she's like, like holding her down, she gonna use the advantage to basically calm Avari, giving her boost to her next check, as she just kind of like pets her head and says, "Calm down, child, calm down. We will fix this."
Kind of clearing out
18
Avari's
years old,
head
I'm not
and giving
child.
them to breathe. I'm fine with you using that advantage for that.
Yeah. So yeah, so I'll just pass her called boost to her next check.
Okay, cool, awesome.
Yeah, Avari's just pouting.
What did we notice? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you notice that the two brothers gave each other a very conspiratorial look and whispered something towards one another. And it wasn't like out of outrage of like the shoe being thrown at them. It like almost looked like they were telling each other, like it was very short what they said. And it seemed like they were telling each other to stay strong and like to keep up a good face.
Yeah, Tareem, he does the camera's on Tareem's face. He squints at the brothers knowingly, doesn't say anything. And then I think he tells Pengu to keep an eye on them.
With that, Pengu gives you kind of a little kiss on the cheek as Pengu scurries up. And with it, you can feel like Pengu's small little beady eyes almost glaring at the two brothers.
Yeah, Pengu also squints.
Very good. With that, the two brothers are gonna look at you, Avari, and they're gonna say, "What? Why would you ever do that in front of the family, no less?"
Why would you poison my friend?
And with that, they kind of stutter over themselves, and they look at each other very concerned, and they are turning a much lighter shade as kind of the blood is draining from their face.
At which point Azia will, now that Avari's a bit more calmer, will say is, "You do not make it look good for yourselves. If you're going to conspire, at least plan a good argument against why you didn't." And
they don't plan, they just do.
Yes, it does seem to be a Northern Water Tribe tendency. And looks at Avari. We all love you. But Azia will let go of Avari now that she's a little calmer, and will say is,
Avari grabs the other shoe.
Avari, the first shoe bender.
Yeah, right.
No, I think Avari will just sit there and pout and let Asiya take the lead.
Asiya will kind of walk forward a little, and she will say is, your two brothers, and she's now talking to the entirety of the
Assembly.
assembly, have done something. The perpetrator has indicated that they were put up to it by them, and they and the two conspirators are unable to provide reasons as to why they wouldn't, nor that they didn't. With this preponderance of evidence, I would like to suggest that they are indeed guilty of this. But no serious harm was achieved. We did manage to save our friend, so I'm willing to forgive that slight. But
They tried to kill me.
yeah,
They
no,
literally tried to kill them.
I am getting to it. Calm down. And retribution is in order.
Yeah.
Now I am a
Uh,
fair person, and I will allow them a chance to defend themselves. As well, quite frankly, if I were to one-handedly beat them, I'm not sure I could hold myself back. And with this, Asiya will do a slight, her usual slight Super Saiyan aura with lightning crackling down, crackling across her body. Because
Love it.
I'm pretty sure the Northern Water Tribe doesn't know about lightning bending.
No, but lightning bending is extremely rare. So even amongst the Fire Nation, it would be considered highly unusual.
Yeah.
With that, Chief Yamak looks at the person who just gave the speech regarding the two, in this case, nephews of his, and looks at his nephews and says, "What have you done? Have you brought shame upon not just your own family, but upon the Northern Water Tribe? These were our guests. How dare you try to hurt, or even worse, kill our honored guests, especially those who are friends and acquaintances of my niece, Avari."
Get him, Uncle Yamak.
Um,
Please continue.
yeah. So Uncle Yamak says, "What do you have to say against these allegations?" And I'm going to actually have him roll a charm check against Avari's brothers.
Can I give him a
interesting.
boost because I was cheering him on?
You absolutely can. Your uncle is very commanding. He's got 3 yellows and a green.
Oof.
Yeah, he does.
And he's going up against 3 purple.
Okay.
Very cool.
And we're going to roll the dice and see what happens.
Just rolling the dice.
All right.
Look at my uncle go.
So your uncle's and everyone can tell that Avari's uncle just has a supremely commanding presence, and that everyone in the room respects him and knows him to be a fair but firm leader, certainly. And with the two brothers kind of stammer over themselves and say, "Oh, hey, Wilbur." They don't say, "Hey, Wilbur." They look at the chief of the Northern Water Tribe and say, "We will accept whatever punishment you deem fit. We just did what we were told." And
I'm sorry, what?
with that, did you say that out loud, or was that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. With it, the brothers kind of wince and turn around and say, "Oh, we were told by a member of the army or the military for the Northern Water Tribe um, to remove these outsiders as a potential threat. As the
And did
Northern
you
Water
run it
Tribe.
by Dad?
No, he's
You
not
know,
implying
like
your dad.
general?
He's
Did you
not
run this?
implying.
No, I
Not
understand.
implying.
Did you talk to Dad and be like, hey, one of your employees wants to murder Avari's friends? Did you talk to Dad, or did you just say, oh, well, this sounds like a good idea. I think I'm going to go poison some people? Like, what?
They kind of look at you and say, "We thought the poison was just gonna make them
You
have to visit the bathroom a little more."
Did you talk to Dad?
Damn.
And they kind of look at each other and say, "No." And your father looks absolutely incensed right now. He is turning as red as Sozin's comment right now.
Oh.
He looks furious with the two sons.
I'm going to shave your heads in your sleep, and you're not even going to be able to stop me.
So with that, the chief steps in and says to Avari's father, Ruik, let me handle this. This is involving your own family, and while I certainly respect and understand that I am obviously related to your family as well, it is my role as chief to hand out justice as is determined by us within our council. I think it is best that we have a council decide what would happen to Avari's brothers instead of me as the chief making that determination as a family member. I know that I feel quite a bit of shame on this, but my top priority right now is who in the military told you to do this, and why would you do such an action?
Yeah.
I have a feeling which
Do you
one?
say that
One
out
more
loud,
thing.
or
I no, well, that's Requiem that's Requiem saying that, but Asiya,
Oh, okay.
Requiem saying it to Tarim, like, whispering on the side or whatever.
yeah, but
Yeah.
Asiya does have a really high suspicion, and she is going to look towards her suspicion.
And
I'm going to
who-
follow Asia's gaze.
And who's Asiya looking at?
Because I can't remember details, I'm fairly certain that Avari's betrothed was in the military.
So Avari has not yet, and Jenny's highlighting stuff.
Yeah, hang on. I'm
Okay.
going to copy paste it for above the table, but Avari doesn't know this person.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
In that case, I wouldn't
yeah.
look it up.
So
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
if you're staring at the stranger and the water tribe, I will totally follow your eye and get my other shoe ready.
In that case, she's just surveying. What Asiya is doing is surveying the crowd to see if there's anyone that is looking quite that looks like they're getting ready to dash.
make either a perception or a vigilance check. If you make a perception check, I'm going to say that is a hard difficulty. A vigilance, I will say, is average.
Okay. Try this. Check that. God damn it!
Nope.
That
You
I
looked
think
around and you felt good about it, but you there are so many people in the crowd and so much like hustle and bustling as people are trying to kind of clamor up to the front. You're really not able to see anyone who looks like they're trying to bolt or try to sneak their way out of the crowd.
yeah.
So yeah, so right now the brothers look at each other and then say, "Well, we never actually met the person."
Wait a minute.
What?
Well,
What
let me
type of
finish.
game of like passing?
Wait. I just read the copy paste.
Yeah.
Would I recognize this person?
You might.
Okay, we're gonna leave it to the dice. High or low?
Hi.
Okay, high means you recognize the person. Low means you don't recognize the person.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna roll. I'll let you go ahead and roll it. You can
Okay.
roll.
Yeah, do it.
Roll a d20.
Okay. That's 20.
Natural
come
20,
on!
baby.
Asiya,
Wow.
yes! That, yes!
Not only do you recognize the person, I'm gonna say with a 20, which I know we're not playing D20 system, but 20 is still pretty cool to roll. You recognize that there is a man there in his early 20s that you remember as having been from the Southern Water Tribe. His name, and correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, Jenny, is Ranuk. And that you remember the stories of him traveling extensively in the Southern Earth Kingdom, establishing trade relations. And then I will have you go ahead and let's see here. You got some advantage.
Yeah.
With that, what would you like to do with that advantage?
So definitely didn't notice anyone that's trying to bolt. Maybe
Correct.
with the advantage, because I'm just double checking Asia's age to verify a couple of things.
She's 27, isn't she?
I think she's supposed to be 27.
That
Yeah.
sounds right from what we've previously discussed. If you're
Not
not
claiming to know your
Asia's-
character better. I'm just.
Well, no, it's that I've remade this sheet a couple of times, so the backstory isn't on the
Mhm.
original sheet, or is on the sheet I'm using. I have to go find the original one. But
Yeah, I remember she was like not quite 30.
yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that she was fairly young for an old wizened bender.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that. Also, they admit that they were told by member, but they haven't even met this member of the military. They gave them the mission
Yeah.
to make an attempt
Like,
on
were
my
they
life.
masked? Yeah.
So yeah, so I thought the chief looks at the two brothers and say, "What do you mean you never met them? How am I supposed to believe that?" And they say, "There's a letter hidden away in our home,
You can
instructing
read?
us." What's right?
Tarim cannot abide this and bursts out, "This is outrageous! I am a professional assassin and bounty hunter, and even I know that you must meet your contact, your buyer, your whomever. You expect us to believe that you perpetrated an attempt on my life, on Kiki's life, on the whims of a letter?
Make a vigilance check to see if they're telling the truth.
I'll roll vigilance. What am I
You
rolling?
got this.
How
Listen,
hard
they
is
could be
this?
telling the truth. It still means they're dumb.
They're still fucking idiots. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It's an average vigilance check, so it's only 2 purple.
Okay.
Guys, I'm not allowed to stop petting him.
1 success, 2 threat.
He's so cute.
So I can tell whether they are lying, right? Is that what I was
Yes,
rolling
absolutely. So they are lying, at least insofar as what I will say with those threat is they're definitely lying about the fact that they never met them. But you're not sure whether or not they're lying about the fact that a letter does exist. So there may have been a contact letter, certainly, to establish contact and things of that nature. But you're not sure if they're just entirely
If this letter is really the only contact, or
Mhm.
right.
Okay.
Right.
So Karru will kind of pipe up and look up at the chief. Am I still on trial?
With that, the chief says, "No. The only persons who will be on trial here will be whoever ordered this assassination."
Wilbur.
So Karru will bend water up, cover the chains, freeze them, and just rip them apart.
Yeah.
All right, I will have you make a bending arts check for that, just because you are like in chains right now.
What difficulty?
You're kind of bursting apart the lock. I'm going to say it's going to be an average difficulty, but 2 setback die because you are in chains, so it's restricting your movements.
I'm fine.
What?
Yeah,
What?
no, you're
Oh.
fine.
I'm
Yeah.
kind of good at bending. I forgot how nasty I built Karru. I will pass 2 boost forward for the thing I'm about to do, and Karru is going to bend some water and
Yep.
just completely drench the brothers.
Yeah! Avari cheers loudly and embarrassingly, because fuck them.
I will say, if you're okay with it, because you got 3 advantages, I'm okay with as you burst apart the locks, you take all that water you used to burst apart the locks and just shoot it as a jet. I won't make you make an attack roll or anything like that if you're okay with that.
That's good with me.
And they just get soaked with water, and they immediately start shivering because even with furs on, being soaked in water is kind of cold in the Northern Water Tribe. Now, with that, the crowd kind of looks on, and you can hear muffled laughter break out from parts of the crowd as the brothers get soaked with water.
Yeah. As
Serves you right.
Asiya, at this point, people would notice that Asiya, as she was getting the crowd locked onto one person, and has basically been staring at him with the look of, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
Do I notice Asiya giving that look? Because I will ready my other shoe.
Well, you see, well, it's not the it's like it's the she's recognizing someone, but she doesn't believe that they're here.
Okay, Avari's taking off her other shoe, and she's gonna lean into us and be like, "Where do you want me to throw this?"
I don't need to throw it yet. I'm seeing a Southern
you
Water
sure?
Tribe member.
I'll throw it.
Why would you throw a shoe at one of my tribe men?
Why not? I'm not gonna go walking around with one shoe. I'm gonna throw it anyway.
God damn it!
You're gonna, okay. And Avari does not know who exactly she's throwing. Well, you obviously can see the person, but you don't know. Then the
I'm just
importance
gonna look
of
for the
that
person who I don't recognize because I know
Right.
everybody from the Northern Water Tribe. So I'm just gonna
Right,
throw the
yeah.
shoe at the stranger.
I'm gonna have you make a ranged light attack. Or just
Range, and that's with the setback, right?
The setback is only for your vigilance, so you don't have any
Oh.
setback on this
Can
particular.
I use the boost?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can go ahead. And
I
do it.
did give
given a boost.
I gave you a boost to your next check. Yeah,
And you can aim as well.
I don't know how to aim.
that's just you spend a maneuver to aim, you get another
You
boost.
spend a maneuver to aim, and you get another blue die.
Cool. Okay. And how many purples?
It's going to be you're at short range, so this person has adversary of 2, so 1 purple, 1 red.
1 purple, 1 red.
Oof.
I missed and I hit my mom.
Oh no.
She tells you who the stranger is.
Yeah, I think I missed. I hit my mom, and like people can tell that it was me who did it. So like now all eyes are on me, and I'm just like embarrassed and barefoot and like hi.
That's your advantage is to be embarrassed and barefoot in the snow.
No, the advantage is like now the stranger knows that like I'm at least trying to hurt him.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
But the 2
Your
failures was
betrothed knows
everything
that you do
else.
not like him. Does he know that he's the betrothed?
Probably.
I don't know he's a betrothed.
No,
I
she
I
just
know
knows
that he's stranger danger.
right. All Avari knows about her betrothed is the name and the fact that they're from the Southern Water Tribe is my
And
understanding.
I know stranger danger. That's
Correct.
it. Yeah, no. This
Karru's gonna point up at the brothers and say,
they did it.
"You obviously met with someone. How about this? How about both of you have a waterbending duel with me? And if I win, you tell me who did it."
Question for Avari:
Do
are they
it.
waterbenders?
What? Her brothers?
Her
One
brothers,
is.
yeah.
I mean, they're identical twins, but I think only one has the ability to waterbend.
Okay, okay.
That's funny.
I don't care which one.
That is pretty funny.
That's really funny, actually. That means that one brother is considered lesser.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at least within the Northern Water Tribe.
You know what? Then let's make the younger brother of the two the one who can waterbend. So Tana can waterbend.
Oof.
Tana.
So
Oh.
I'll bold his name.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, Tana's younger by like, I don't know, 10 minutes, but he's the one who can waterbend, so he wins.
Right. So the older brother is just kind of just an older brother who can like do some martial arts.
The older brother, I think, yeah, is more military focused, and the younger brother is more bending focused.
Okay, perfect. So with that,
Mhm.
Tana kind of looks at Karru and kind of looks over in fear. Because that was Asiya actually who wanted to bend, correct?
Do what?
It was Karru. Wanted
It was
to-
Karru. Okay, I
Yeah.
just want to
Yep.
confirm. I was typing and trying to talk at the same time, which is dangerous. So with it, he kind of looks at it and says, "I don't know how much of a challenge it'll be for you, but I have very little honor left to lose, so I might as well."
Honestly, wasting your energy on him, Karu, is kind of an insult to your honor.
They poisoned
And
him. I want to have a. He just.
Car's like, please let me fuck this guy up.
They poisoned
Yeah.
him. I want to have a legal reason to beat him up.
Hold,
Kiki's all
Fair.
for it.
Karu.
yeah.
I
It's
would
like,
like
yes,
to.
defend my honor.
I would like to ask one question. Why did you not poison either of the Southern Water Tribe members?
Yeah. That's pretty sus.
We, as little honor as we have left, would not try to directly harm our sister tribe members.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You two don't seem
Right.
the types to think that far ahead. Are you sure it's because you thought that, or because the person who told you to do this told you to hurt us?
We were told to, and they kind of look mollified and look over at Kiki. Told to target the Earthbender, and they kind of drop their voice and then look around and look at the almost faceless guys that Tarim has on, and then the bounty hunter to send a message.
Message was that?
Yeah, what message are we sending and to whom?
So, and I want to make sure I'm right on this before I go in character of this. Y'all are basically working on behalf of the Bayfongs right now.
That's correct.
That
They're
is correct.
sponsoring us, yeah.
Yeah, they're sponsoring you. They're helping with the trade relations, all that.
Mm-hmm.
A message to the Bayfongs that interference with trade relations and trade with the Bayfongs is not desired right now.
What desired? They have money.
Asiya will hold her hand out and say to Avari and say, "Now, I am not a skilled trader nor investigator, but it does not seem to me that someone from the military would attack with those reasons. It seems more likely that someone with a high investment in trade with the Earth Kingdom would be responsible for that type of assignment." And,
Oh, she's right. She's right.
and at that, because you did let me know that I know that he is involved with trade with the Southern Earth Kingdom. Asiya will look to Ranuk and says, "And even if it was only through letter, it is very easy to imply that you are someone else."
With it, Ranuk catches your gaze and does not yet meet it, breaking off, holding his gaze at you, and stays silent, waiting for the accusation to come.
"Ranuk, my kinsman,
Woof.
how could you, someone so talented to be able to be such a successful trader, so young, make such an imbecilic mistake?
Sorry, I'm chuckling because my profile name is also Imbecile.
I was also
do
chuckling, but I didn't
declare.
With that, Renuk looks over and says, if what you are asking is, was I responsible or did I coordinate the attack on the two Earth Kingdom citizens that we have before us? My answer is, and with it, he looks down, and you can see shame welling upon his face. My answer is yes.
Do I recognize the name?
So you definitely recognize the name Renuk.
I am out of shoes.
Kiki hands her over one of her shoes.
I'm going to chuck it point blank at his fucking head.
That that seems a bit more aggressive than the other shoes, so Ozzy is caught off guard by that one.
You will get 2 boosts because he is completely dropped his guard.
Mm-hmm. So that's 2 greens, 2 blues, a red, and a purple.
That is correct.
God,
You know what? Maybe I don't hit him in the head. But maybe I still hit him like in the solar plexus and it like knocks the wind out of him.
I'm
And
trying.
then
the despair.
the
There's a
despair.
despair in there, so I got to figure out what's.
And I lose the shoe like in the water or some shit.
Kiki's got frostbite on her feet because.
Yeah. Oh wait, what if the despair is the necklace falls out of like his pocket or something?
Let's have that happen. I like that. And it's a necklace.
The thing is, Avari doesn't like it, but Jenny thinks it makes sense.
Yeah, and the necklace you can see is of not a typical betrothal necklace featuring waves or the ocean, but is of a bell that is inscribed.
Aww.
I'm going to murder him with my bare fucking hand. Somebody hold me back.
I will, the moment you step forward, Ozzy will once again return to holding you back, and just as a precaution, cup your mouth.
I'm going to bite Asia's finger and be like, what the ever-loving, insert curse words here that she doesn't fully understand how to use, is that?
With it, he looks down and says, a betrothal necklace?
Did you think that poisoning my friends was a good way to win me over?
And with that, the turntables are going to turn again.
Oh no.
Oh my, how the turntables.
Oh, the turntables.
Is it the mother now?
And he said, if you would give me but a moment, I can explain why I attempted to stop or at least stall.
You have
your
60
negotiation."
seconds.
With it, takes a deep breath and says, my brother once traveled with me from the Southern Water Tribe in our travels across the Earth Kingdom. With there, he got into a bit of trouble, so to speak, with the Beifongs, and is currently imprisoned by the Beifongs. I'm
Do
not
I
saying.
look like a Beifong to you?
With that, he's like, I
It's
know
a
that.
shovel.
I know
What'd
that
you say?
you are not the Beifongs, but you are the emissaries of them, and I wanted to hurt the Beifongs in whichever way that I could, as I've not seen my brother for the turn of many moons.
This is Ranuk's brother?
I'm going. Yeah.
Yes.
Apparently. I am going to reiterate some wisdom that has been drilled into my head. You didn't think to talk to them. You didn't think to talk to us to see why we were here, why we were working for the Beifongs. You didn't think to ask.
With it, he looks and says, I acted in the heat of passion and made a terrible mistake and will accept whatever consequence or consequences may befall me as are appropriate.
Asiya, you have any ideas?
Kiki holds out her shovel
Mortal Kombat.
for
Um,
Avari.
It's so. Would I know if Ranuk is a bender or not, or is he just a trader?
He's a bad man. He tried to kill us.
I
Yes, I
don't know if
know.
he's a bender. I think
I can't believe he's
Says
the
me.
worst type of bender of all, an allegiance bender.
Imbecile, I didn't put in my notes if he's a bender or not. I'll leave that up to you.
I'm going to say that he was a bender because, from a status perspective, that would have made
Oh, yeah.
some sense in arranging
Okay.
the arranged marriage, as it were. Although whether that marriage occurs is a whole other separate issue
Yeah.
right now. But yes, he is a bender. From what you
I'm just adding
know,
that to my notes.
from what you know, he was much more, and this is something that Avari would know, as well as something that Karru would know. He was much more focused on kind of like the negotiations and like the face-to-face trading and like that type of stuff. So while he's a bender, he's not a bender of like great renown.
High
He's
caliber.
right. He's a skilled bender certainly, but that he's more known for his negotiation skills and for his ability to effectuate trade deals.
I love
So
that.
I know this. Then if I know that he's good at negotiating, I'm going to double down.
Yeah. No.
Oh, okay.
At which point, Asya will put her hands on Avari's shoulder and be like, "Calm. We will solve this in the southern manner,
But he's being a butthead.
and we will solve this in the southern manner."
What's the southern manner?
From what I'm aware of, the Southern Water Tribe, well, at least I'm not how sure it is before the Fire Nation took it, but certainly after the Fire Nation took most of their benders, they became a more martial society. So I imagine,
Oh yeah.
yeah. So she says is the Fire Nations has its Agni Kais, the Earth Kingdom has its duels. The Water Tribes also have our own form of personal combat. Although skilled as a bender he is, I am willing to offer him a handicap.
And with that, Ranuk looks kind of concerned at the idea of basically doing the equivalent of an Agni Kai, but for waterbenders. And he says, "What handicap would that be?"
I will allow you to set the time for the duel at a full moon.
With
That's
it, you
like
oh, sorry, you go ahead, Jenny.
no, I was just gonna say, but that's like not tonight.
I know. It will
I'm
give.
gonna beat him up, man.
It is better to do things when everyone is fully capable of thinking, so that the best result comes about.
Yeah, I know.
Good. And she'll pat Avari on the head.
Mm,
I hope Avari's mom feels threatened by Asiya.
me too. Because
Avari's
Asiya's been
mom
more of a mom
terrified.
than
Right.
yeah. No, Asiya is definitely mom.
Look, I've had to be mom for 2 characters this campaign.
Actually, realistically, it's all of us. But yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
realistically, it is everyone but Tarim.
Yeah, you guys are mom and dad.
Yeah,
Tarim has a mom, but he left his mom behind when his dad.
Right. So you and
Mom.
Asiya are mom and dad of us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How far away is the full moon?
So you're coming to the Northern Water Tribe was coincided with the Lunar Festival. where there is going to be not just a full moon, but a lunar eclipse.
Oh.
And that will be on the morrow, so tomorrow.
So I have a whole day to taunt and torment and just annoy this man.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And we'll let the entire Northern Water Tribe know about the duel.
Yeah. You know what? I have a really good idea. I'm going to grab this douchebag by the arm and be like, come on, let's tell everybody what you're doing tomorrow.
With it, he kind of looks at you, kind of shocked that you're even willing to touch him, given the revelations that he just shared with you, and says, "I will." What's all right?
I'm also going to put the necklace in my pocket and decide if and when I'm going to wear it.
Nice. With that, Ranuk looks at you and says, "I will try and maintain the shred of honor that I have, and
I don't care what you try to do. I'm going to humiliate you for the next 24 hours. Okay, Pinky?"
You might be into that, so just be careful. Tread lightly.
Oh, fuck.
God damn it.
Joke's on you. I'm into that.
That's funny.
That is funny. No, but he kind of looks at you and says, "Yeah, I will follow your lead and inform the other Northern Water Tribe members that there will be a duel at the height of the Lunar Festival tomorrow."
I'm going to wait for Asiya to give me permission to scamper off.
Asiya will nod and say, "Take your fate into your..."
Okay, bye! And she's just gonna drag this absolute fuck stick out and start just being a little see you next Tuesday.
So I want to say everyone kind of knows what's happening here, in that this is a very lopsided fight, certainly. But it's the only way that he can maintain any shred of honor. And the results of the one-on-one combat will influence the decision of what the council will do in terms of not in terms of sneezing, but in terms of determining what punishment will best be fit. He, in the meantime, in terms of where his lodging is going to be, he is going to be an honored guest of the prisons that they have within the Northern Water Tribe.
What, the Ranuk?
Ranuk, unless you or your family.
He doesn't get the privacy of prison.
Okay, so you're gonna be willing to host him within your home, so to speak?
Oh yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah, this man is under 24-hour supervision.
Yeah.
All right.
This is Asia's teaching, by the way. I hope you realize.
Yeah, I know. I understand. But now comes the how does Asiya what does Asiya wear to the duel? Because I'm thinking it'd be
Something
really fun to wear
sexy.
the wolf armor, but it'd also be very thematic to, in the freezing winter or freezing of the northern and southern pole, wearing basically nothing but like underwear would also be fitting as like a test of resilience
a
during a
smile.
fight.
I mean, you could just keep it hot around you, so I don't know. If
I mean,
Oh, she keeps it hot.
yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry, that caught me off guard a little bit. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna say that the tradition for these types of duels is basically wearing a loincloth.
Okay.
I love it.
In the water, or they're in the water tribe, the Northern Water Tribe. Cool.
Well, this is a Southern
into
Water
it.
Tribe thing.
Yeah, but I'm saying like,
Yeah.
it's cold as fuck there.
It's cold as fuck. So it's basically, and because Asiya is a female, obviously she's gonna have like a wrap bra or something, whatever they do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, she doesn't. Yeah.
Avari, no. Let the intrusive thoughts fade.
Okay.
Never.
Ugh.
Mommy? Sorry.
I
Yeah,
mean,
literally.
you guys call me that anyway.
I know now just has a second
Um,
meaning.
Can I, over this next period of time, I want to ask him some questions.
Yeah, you can get some one-on-one time if you want one-on-one time. If you want your friends and companions to be there with you, you can also have that happen, certainly.
My door is open. People are free to come and go. Other than him, he is sitting in a chair in my chambers, and he is not allowed to move. But yeah, my friends can come and hang out. That's totally cool.
All right.
Um,
He looks deeply uncomfortable.
good.
As you should.
Azia will spend the next day getting paint, black and white specifically. And she's going to paint her face
That
in
shouldn't
the
be
same
difficult.
style as when someone is doing their coming of age ceremony in the Southern Water Tribe.
Oh, nice.
Aw. I think I definitely want Kiki there with me. I don't think Tarim wants to be anywhere near me right now.
Kiki will drag Tareem with us.
Tarim is not around
I
when
don't-
the meeting adjourns. Tarim has already left.
Okay.
I don't know where he goes because he doesn't know the Northern Water Tribe.
Maybe just down to the
Um,
docks.
Maybe.
That might be nice.
I think he's watching. Yeah, I think he's watching. He's watching the ships,
Mhm.
and he's longingly thinking about hopping on the next ship out of here.
Is his sister anywhere nearby?
Oh my god, I forgot we
yeah.
had his sister.
I forgot Kushala
Yeah,
was
Kusha.
here.
Yeah, she's here. So
Yeah.
I think there is somewhere you have to be.
And see that's why I took the insult of there being a bell on the necklace because Avari sold her bells to save your sister from marriage. I don't think that Ranuk meant it as an insult. I think he meant it to be endearing, but the
Yes.
irony of that happening when it did, yeah.
The irony of the bells.
Yeah.
Where's your sister,
When the
Tareem?
bells
Is
chime.
your sister with you?
Is she
Say no.
here?
Yeah, she came on the ship with us.
Oh,
Yeah,
she was
she
on the
came
ship
with
with
you
us.
all.
Okay. No, he's not with Kushala. He's not with her.
Okay, well, Kiki will want to be with Kushala just to make sure, like, we're under Avari's protection right now. Like, she feels very like vulnerable, being like one of the people who was attacked, and doesn't like since Tareem stranded his sister. He's like, no, you stay with us.
Okay. I'm gonna
Well, he
sit down
knows-
on my
he
bed.
knows she's safe.
Mhm.
Yeah, he knows she's safe.
I'm just saying
I'm
we're
going
taking her
to-
far away.
Very casually do like the plop down onto the bed, sit crisscross.
So
So,
you're supposed to marry that guy, eh?
I guess. I mean, he's cute, I guess.
I mean,
And she's gonna
except
just
for
like
the
lean in
whole
really
trying to
close
kill
and
me
like
thing.
examine him. Yeah, I mean,
He's here with us.
you tried to kill my maid of honor.
God,
He kind of mutters, my bad.
Uh-huh. Do you want to apologize to my friend Kiki?
It is my deepest condolences that I.
Not condolences. Are you sorry?
I'm sorry both for the harm that I put you through and the continued harm that may exist because of what I put you through.
You know,
bad.
I did learn something thanks to your little trick.
And what was that you learned?
Do you want to see?
Well, he kind of looks confused for a moment and says, "Sure."
Okay, cool. Avari is going to very subtly use blood bending to make him stand up.
Whoa.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know if there's such a thing.
She's
Well,
still
why
learning
not?
how it works, so I don't think that she's fully like controlling him, but she's like,
Tensing up his blood
yeah,
flow.
yeah, exactly, yeah, to get him to stand up.
all right. Combat blood bending has now turned into out of combat bending, and I'm here for it.
I'm gonna do bending art using presence,
Yes.
and I'm going to take 2 purple on that.
Yes.
And can I have a boost because I'm really fucking angry?
I'm gonna have a boost, not so much because you're angry, but because he's trying to like follow your direction. So as you subtly try to like
Mhm. Got it.
indicate
Okay.
that he needs to move, he's like gonna he's not fighting it, let's put it that way.
All right. No successes, but advantages. So maybe it doesn't work as well as I want it to, but he can feel the tension in his veins. Okay, Karru, enjoy food. We'll see you hopefully in 2 weeks.
you might be coming back with.
Well, point is, if he's not.
Yeah, fair.
Right.
So, yeah, I
Um,
don't think then I get him to stand up, but he can feel his veins like constricting.
it's kind of like, you know, when someone like shakes like after they like sneeze or something like that,
Yep.
his body kind of moves like twitches like that. Or like I have like
Mhm.
Tourette's as an example, so his body just kind of like shakes and moves for a second.
Yep.
And
I'm still
he'll take,
figuring out how it works.
he's like, that was a most unusual feeling.
You know, it could probably use for fun.
God damn it!
I hate this.
Ah.
And that's my cue, everyone. Good night. Have a great session.
He looks at you
But-
confused and is like, what type of fun are we talking about here?
Oh,
Sweet,
don't
sweet
worry
summer
about
child.
that.
Sweet summer
Oh.
child.
Yeah. Because the thing is, Avari knows how babies are made. She's helped deliver them. But, you know,
I feel
I
like that's the
could-
two opposite sides of the process.
it is. But my point is, she knows how the fucking happens.
All right.
I could have fun by, I don't know, making your leg fall asleep, cutting off circulation to your toes.
Kiki is gonna like back out. Like, I feel like I'm not supposed to be here anymore.
Or we could enter into this alliance. But what's in it for me?
Besides my personality, he jokes. And with that, he kind of looks mollified as he's trying to break the tension,
No, that's
realizing
kind
that
of cute. That's kind of cute. I think Avari will genuinely chuckle at that. That's kind of cute.
with it, he says, I have worked hard, as you may have learned from your family, to establish trade within the Earth Kingdom. Certainly, the traders I have worked with have been opposed to the Bayfongs at certain points, but I'm extremely persuasive, and I think given enough time, they could see that working together with both the Northern Water Tribe and the Bayfongs would not only help to assist with trade for the Northern Water Tribe, but may endear myself and my brother enough that he could be released from prison.
I mean, I could get him released.
And that is probably true. You've got
No.
friends in high places.
I do. You know who's not my friend right now?
Your brothers?
Oh. I'm just gonna look over at Avari. He's cute, but he's kind of dumb.
You look at yourself?
Sorry, I look over at Kiki. I'm reading the names.
Oh, okay.
He's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
What do I? How?
How what?
How make work?
Do you really want to get married? Question mark.
I mean, who actually wants to get married?
Well, that would be my vote, but it's your life.
He could be a useful ally. And contracts do help.
I think at this point, like, what does your life look like if you decide to get married? You've already seen so much of the world now. Do you really want to come back here and stay?
Point. What does my life look like? Would you make me stay here?
To be honest with you, he says, I would still likely be traveling a fair amount to help establish those trade relations and build them. And while I certainly would enjoy your company, I think our marriage, if there is to be one, would benefit from us both enjoying our own pursuits and endeavors and cherishing the time that we do get to spend with each other.
Oh, sweetheart.
Your face right now.
Your
Oh.
face says everything right now.
So you're dumb and boring.
Oh,
Oof.
I'm not boring. I tell good jokes, like the one I said earlier about my wonderful personality. And then he realizes maybe it's not so funny now that I pointed it out.
The funniest jokes are the ones you have to explain.
Oh, I have to explain many of my jokes.
Oh, well, then I bet you're hilarious.
He's sarcasm.
Oh, yes,
the
that's-
dripping sarcasm.
Oh, yeah. The sarcasm.
I
is
definitely think that Avari's like hung around Asiya too much.
Yeah, no, Asiya does speak with a lot of sarcasm whenever she's, less than pleased.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna weigh out the pros and cons here. You're cute.
Bro.
You have money.
He wouldn't
My
bother
parents
you
like
most of
you.
the time.
He'd be away. We'd only need to see each other for like duties.
Duty.
Duty means poop. I could be a single mom. I'd be hot. We could do this.
You say
You
that.
let me live my life. I let you go off and do your own shit stuff. I didn't learn that word.
You say that.
Definitely
I
not
have
for
a,
me.
I have,
Definitely not for me.
I have a feeling if Asiya was around, somehow Avari would find a way to get Asiya to raise her children for her.
Probably.
With that, he kind of looks at you and says, I think it's best that we both do what we enjoy doing in life rather than trying to give up what we enjoy just merely for the other. That would lead to a path of just joylessness, I would think.
Do you
Avari
want?
going to be non-monogamous as well?
Probably. Do you want this to happen?
He looks at you and he's like, honestly, I'm not sure what I want anymore. I just feel very confused.
Welcome to my life. Let's see if you survive, and we'll figure it out.
If I survive, and he gulps.
Not well.
Oh yeah, my friends are really strong.
Yeah. Good luck with that, Nell.
Yeah, they kept me alive. They protected me.
That's good. They were able to protect you and be a steadfast companion to you.
Yeah,
maybe she
isn't that
married
something
Karru.
that? Right? I mean, maybe. Oh God, no! He's like the brother I always wanted.
And then he looks at you and is like, wait, don't you? Oh, wait, yes, you do have brothers, obviously.
Yeah, I don't want them.
That's fair.
Oh, that could be interpreted so many ways. Oh. Sweet home Alabama.
Oh no.
No, not that.
No, it's in my head. But yeah, I think Avari will let her decision ride until after the bloodbath tomorrow. I think that she will like sneak off to find Asiya and be like, "Hey, don't kill him, but like definitely humiliate him."
You
Jamil,
you
you have
find
that kind of
Asiya who is currently like probably in like just a private room, like sitting cross-legged, looking at her armor while stripped,
Mm-hmm.
and with like multiple like bowls of paint in front of her as she's like debating what symbol to put on her head. And you
Okay,
you
I'll
come
help.
in and you say that she's like, "Why would I kill a kinsman?"
He's just so stupid. Oh my god! And Avari's gonna just plop down in front of Asiya and like help her do her makeup and shit, and be like, "He is so stupid. His jokes are terrible. He doesn't pick up on any social cues, and I swear he."
Sounds perfect for you.
I am so much smarter than him.
That's true.
Like, do I have to?
Yes.
You're not
No.
even there.
You're not in this
Tarim.
room.
Fuck off.
I know. I know.
At which point Asya says, "There are two paths for you." And she transitions into the usual old wizened 27-year-old, evidently. There are two paths for you. You can choose your own path, and more than likely feel fulfilled as you struggle against the path that has not been laid out, or you can take the easy path, the one that has been laid out for you, accept everything given to you, live a life of luxury, and never have to worry about the Fire Nation again in your.
Or I could string him along. He could come with us. I mean, he has connections. He might be an absolute moron, but
I don't believe he
no,
is
he was so much.
I don't believe he is unintelligent. Young.
I mean, he was a lot better in his letters.
As I said, he is young, prone
He
to
doesn't look
passion.
like his picture. The charcoal sketch that I got, he looks nothing like that.
The charcoal sketch that you
Got
got probably
catfished? My God.
probably is from 2 years ago.
5 years ago.
So he was not even an adult by our standards.
I mean, I was 13. I look relatively the same.
Good.
Oh,
Are you sure about
no.
that? Because if I had to imagine, growing into adulthood makes me prettier than you were as a child.
I mean, I had an awkward face, but who didn't?
Well, technically,
Oh.
Karru's still in him. Not even here.
Yeah, he is.
Roasted Karru.
Leave
Uh,
Karru alone.
but there are many people who don't necessarily have an awkward phase, mostly because they're fighting a war.
This is stupid.
But
Can we just like
such is
run
life.
away?
We can always run away.
Or
I'll be
can we
honest.
do that now?
I'll be honest. My plan upon coming to the Water King to find Karru a teacher. After that, I have returned to the Fire Nation.
I mean, my uncle's a good teacher.
Yes. And I believe that with time, Karru will gain mastery. And if he does so, he will be a great asset to the Fire Nation should they decide to invade. but his mother, my sister, is still imprisoned, and I made a promise to find her. He made no such promise. I honestly don't believe that. I don't believe he thinks that she is alive. But I have to. I have to try. So after I find him a teacher here, I will more than likely leave to the Fire Nation. I don't believe Tarim will take the risk to go there, and as I believe he will stay with his sister and help her with whatever trade connection we set up. Kayae, I believe she will follow you. So,
You're not
question
going
is,
anywhere.
what will you do? This is the moment where you no longer where the bells are the falls upon. You choose.
This is like your own coming of age.
I'll be right back. She's gonna storm back to her room, grab this fuckstick by the collar.
Yeah.
Are you gonna let me bend?
What? Why wouldn't I?
Okay. Are you gonna let me travel?
Yeah, of course. I travel myself. Why
Are
wouldn't
you
I?
gonna let me accumulate all the pets I want?
As long as they're cute. Yeah.
Have you met Mr. Bubbles?
What's a bubbles?
Oh my god.
Oh right, we do.
I'm gonna drag him over to meet Bubbles. This is my best buddy, Bubbles.
With it, he's like, "Hello there, Bubbles," and with it gives Bubbles a gentle pat on the nose.
I really hope Bubbles pees on him.
Bubbles looks at him and is very wary.
I collect friends. I'm learning how to bend other than just healing. I travel. I meet people. Are you amenable to this?
Oh, of course, I'm amenable to all of that.
You know what?
I'm going to.
I was gonna make a joke, but I'm not gonna say it.
No, do it.
I was gonna say this man is just a simp.
Yeah.
That's all he is.
Yep.
Well, what's the point?
What's my point?
If you mean it,
Oh,
if you can stand by all that, you will lose tomorrow.
I already suspected as much that I will lose.
And if you choose to lose tomorrow, I will put that necklace on.
Don't do that to me.
Oh, yeah, I was going with the Knight's Tale. Because halfway through, she's going to be like, bitch, you better win. Yeah, no, I have a plan.
I love it.
Do-
He's like,
Do we have a deal?
If that is what you wish, then yes, we have a deal.
Good answer.
Simp.
I'll hold my hand out to shake his.
He gives you a firm handshake.
I freeze my hand ever so slightly.
Like literally
Like-
freeze your hand?
Like I make my hand cold and then I let the ice travel onto his hand and then I pull back.
He almost like recoils and is like, "That's a neat trick you have there."
Oh, you don't know the half of it. Okay, bye! And I'm going to just scamper off to go find Asiya and tell her what I've agreed to.
All right, very good. Sure. Want to focus on kind of so I know we've talked with you, obviously, Avari, you, Asiya, Tarim, and Kiki. What are you doing while they're off gallivanting? Not gallivanting.
Right
you know
back.
what I'm saying.
I was with Avari.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were gonna
Yeah.
go out and do your own thing or try to find Tareem, because I know Tareem's kind of out on their own.
Actually, like after maybe the dust settles, I might seek out Tareem just to make sure he's okay, because he stormed off a little bit, and so.
Oh no, he
might-
didn't storm off. He skulked out of there.
Okay, well, he skulked out of there, and she might go check on him.
Okay.
So, will she find you at the dock still?
No.
No.
He
Okay. So
he
she goes to the docks. He's not there.
he is not there. Because Tareem is now
On a boat.
no, he has been skulking about further in the like in the capital, and he is I assume I assume Ranuk came aboard a specific vessel, a ship, like he had a complement of crew and whatnot.
Yes, he did.
Um, so Tareem will attempt to essentially stalk them and do some intelligence gathering, to see if there is some kind of trick up his sleeve. Is his crew going to try to do are they going to try to be heroes and like rescue him? Um, I think at one point he probably sneaks up and listens to the conversation happening in Avari's while between Avari and Ranuk, and then like sneaks off away again. He's trying
Right.
to. He would do all these are ideas that pop in his mind. But the first thing he does is he leaves that dock and he starts snooping for Ranuk's other crew members.
Let's have you do. So the stealth check isn't. You're gonna be able to find them easily enough. They're easily identifiable and whatnot. But in terms of actually being unseen, let's have you make a stealth check.
I can make a stealth check. I'm sneaky.
Which character has the highest vigilance?
Favorite weapon,
Constant vigilance.
Yes. Yes. Okay. How hard is this check?
So you're going to have a difficulty of 3 with a setback die, because at this point there's still plenty of light out. So while you're outside, you'll suffer that one setback die. When you're inside, like if you actually manage to get onto the ship unobserved and you go into the bowels of the ship, that would remove the setback die because it'll be darker.
I'm gonna flip a story point to say that at some point Tareem grabs a just a cloak, like one of the not water bending, one of the like northern water tribe. You know how everybody's wearing those large parkas.
Yeah.
Tareem at some point as he's walking sees a parka hanging up on a chair or like a wall hook or something. No idea whose parka it belongs to. He just grabs it and he wraps himself
Like off a
in it
clothesline or something.
yeah, like off a clothesline or something. So he's wearing a parka to hopefully that's the fiction. So hopefully that'll help him stealth and go unseen and unnoticed. Here we go. Nice. That was
Yeah.
so worthwhile.
Wow.
Let's-
Everything in that role.
Oh wow.
That was a
Okay.
good
Yeah.
2 successes, 2 threat, and 1 triumph.
So do you want me to tell you what happens with the threat first, and then you can narrate out your triumph, or do you want to dictate what happens with the triumph first, and we can figure
No,
out?
what I want is to I want to do the Genesis order of operations, which is success, advantage, triumph, threat, despair. or
Okay,
whatever.
yeah, sure.
Which I only found out about like 3 months ago when I was
Yeah.
as I do, I reread the Genesis rulebook every once
Yeah.
in a while, and I was reading the rules, like the results adjudication section, and there's an implied order of operations for when advantages and threats go off, and the player gets to resolve their shit first, and then you, the GM, get to resolve anything that's left,
Yeah.
like the negative side.
All right, perfect. Let's go ahead and do that then.
All right, so I succeed. I'm sneaking, and I didn't necessarily intend for this, but I like the idea that I sneak aboard their ship. And I'm sneaking around. So I find his ship,
Yeah.
and I'm sneaking aboard it. And I want to say that the triumph is that I don't know what it is. I'll let you, because storyteller. I want
Yes.
to find some hard, concrete evidence that that he was either like something that shows Ranuk wasn't telling us the full truth, because I got that impression from the twins, and I want to find
Right.
something that like shows beyond the shadow of a doubt what his plan was, and I don't know what that is.
Okay.
Detective Tarim.
So. Okay. So
He's Batman.
he's Batman. Okay. I'm gonna say. Okay. I think I know what we're gonna do here. So I just want to make sure I'm recalling everything correctly. He said that he didn't mean to kill, but rather just to seriously harm or injure the two non water tribe members. Correct.
Yeah,
So you managed to find actually a diary of his.
Ranuk's
And
own diary.
yes, Renew's own
Does
diary.
it have like? Does it have Avari's name in hearts? Because it totally should.
Actually, it's little bells, but yes.
That's cute.
I mean, no, that's gross. Not into him at all.
Yeah. Anyway, so you find most of the logs are just concerning about like various trade deals and his thoughts on them, things of that nature, kind of like his day-to-day minutia type stuff. But towards the end of the book, you can find that he has correspondence from a spy from within the Beifong family.
Oh.
That you all were headed towards the Northern Water tribe, and he makes mention of everyone's name, so he definitely knew that Avari was one of those members. And basically, there are various nationalities, so the two Earth Kingdom are Earth citizens. And then in it, you see him list out a variety of different herbs. And if you remember last session, and if you don't, that's okay. The poison that was used was the green lotus. And the green lotus is circled in his diary, and there's a little statement next to it, and it's just one word, and it's like lethal question mark.
So he was intending to kill.
So the question then becomes: did he mean that he meant it like do I mean to do this, or was he unsure over its potency?
Well, you have two threat, GM.
I'm going to say with those two threat, as you continue reading throughout the diary and you read kind of like the follow-up entries that occurred subsequently to that, you can see that he was unsure of the dosage amount. So the green lotus, as you can see from the diary, is definitely potentially lethal, but it can also just be very harmful and cause like severe like stomach issues and things like of that nature. Basically, would render someone out of commission for a few days. So there's a lot of uncertainty here about what dosage amounts he should do for the various party members, because he only has the descriptions. He hasn't ever actually seen them. So the threat is very much him kind of is just reflecting his uncertainty about what dosage amount he should do or instruct the two brothers to do.
I pocket the journal.
Ooh, very good. I will also say, as an aside, this journal gives you really good ideas about from your own trading operations. Also gives you excellent ways to kind of cut off and to gain an advantageous training positions in other areas that aren't operated by the Beifongs, because you basically have the playbook, so to speak.
Oh, interesting. I don't think Tareem has a mind for that type of like mercantilism. I think he recognizes the insight that is inside the book, as you just laid it out, stuff that's not operated by the Beifongs. So he'd probably end up taking this to Asiya, or
We're
Kiki.
we're
Even
we're the
Kiki.
reason Toph is so rich.
Yeah, right.
Oh, shit.
Man.
Are we funding? Yeah, we're funding an empire. Whoops.
Does it identify the spy?
So in terms of identifying the spy, it just says my contact. It doesn't actually give you any like description of the contact in terms of their sex or gender, or in terms of their height, weight, appearance, anything like that. It just says my contact.
What if it was Kushala?
Gasp.
Gasp, indeed. That's what I was thinking. Like, wow, wouldn't that be something? Like, what if it was Tareem's own sister?
And I think there, because I know Tareem, you said you needed to go around 2 o'clock or so.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna end the session there on part 1 of the finale.
All right.
Awesome.
All right, and with that, we'll call it here for today. As always, have a good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are. And remember to stay frosty. For those of you watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and ring that notification bell to get more content like this in the future. Until next time.